and in Medford?
Yeah, so obviously fastball command is something I needed to work on, but as I continued my fastball command and getting better at that, it also helped my curveball command too, because once you get some feel for a fastball, it's really easy to pick out that same arm slot and get that second pitch going.
And down the stretch here with the Knights, do you have anything that you're taking with you specifically from what you did in Medford and trying to kind of finish out the summer in the right way? What would your goals be?
Yeah, so I would say my goal is to just finish the season with confidence and trust my stuff. Sometimes when stuff isn't quite going your way, you start to doubt what you have. But I think the biggest key with me is to just throw it, because I need to trust what I have, and I know I can succeed with it. So I just need to believe in myself and believe in what I can do.
Last couple of things with Victor. Did you get into the Medford life at all? Did you float rivers down there? Did you have enough days off to get a feel for Southern Oregon, a beautiful part of our state? The rivers down there are amazing. Did you get to experience any of that?
Yeah, so I got to go, fishing a couple times. That was really nice, and the guys on the team there are great. So there's a couple local guys that live down there, and I went hiking with them in the woods, and that was just a really great experience. I got to, the weather was nice down there. A little rainier than normal, but it was very nice, and, it was a great area.
You come to the Pacific Northwest from the Midwest, just outside of St. Louis and O'Fallon. The whole adjustment to this life, to this lifestyle, to the culture, to the geography, all of that when you got to Oregon State. How's that all been? And then adding that, the summer experiences you've had.
Yeah, so coming from back home, there's a bunch of mountains here, and it's very beautiful, and it's but back home it's pretty flat. There's some rolling hills, but I would say it's a very beautiful part of the country, and it's super cool to go up in the mountains and look over everything, and like going down to Medford in the Rogue Valley, and that was a very cool area too.
And Victor, the final thing is, and it's impossible for any of us to know what's ahead in the spring of 23 for Oregon State baseball. I'm curious to know just what your kind of gut level feel is, what you think may be ahead for all of you, what you hope your role might be with the team, and how good you think you might be coming off a year where you were one win away from Omaha.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have a really good year. We have some great incoming freshmen, and we have, a strong class that was here, with last year with all the guys who got drafted, and they were super successful. And I think they provided us a great learning experience. So we really saw them succeed. And it's really going to help the people who are, left behind to fill their shoes and keep the program moving forward. And as far as where I think I'm going to be is, I would like to be the guy to be able to go in and close the door and stuff like that. But I really want to be a crucial part of the pitching staff here, and that's just my goal.
Some of the thoughts of Victor Quinn just ahead of tonight's ball game, a sold-out game. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with the first pitch as the Knights and Ridgefield Raptors play the second of the 3-game series and the penultimate game of the regular season, with the summer of 2022's regular schedule winding down tomorrow. Back with the lineups and first pitch next on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor? When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and
Meet benefits 926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loan.
Offensive clubs in the league leading through defeat to Corvallis. A high hop will bring to even 2 ball. A powerful hitting club does not use the stolen base nearly as much as the Knights. 57 bags now for Ridgefield. The Knights have stolen 129. The 2-2 pitch to Sharp misses for ball 3, 3-2. Will Chambers on deck. No score. Top of the first inning. A sellout crowd still making its way into the ballpark on a warm August night, with apologies to Neil. He went one better and called it a hot August night in a great album back in the day. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Top of the first inning, no score. Duke Brotherton to the plate. Fastball lifted to left field and playable for Briley Knight. He's got to find it, though, to play it, and he does. He comes in to make the catch. It took Briley a little bit, looking into that bright sun, to find the baseball, but he did so in time for the second out. And that'll bring to the plate Will Chambers, the designated hitter. Chambers stepping in at 235. He, too, was some muscle. 7 homers and 21 runs batted in. Ridgefield leading the West Coast League in home runs with 38. The Knights have 20 on the way. Exact info to you later. But every part of the ballpark is nigh unto full. The Omaha Room, Casey Corner, the TNT Builders Party Deck. Beautiful night for baseball. Glad that you've all joined us. No balls and a strike to Will Chambers. Henry Mensch at second, 2 down. Brotherton delivers, strike 2. 0-2 to Will. Safea Mawai on deck. The Ridgefield Raptors starting tonight's play 15-10 in second half action. They're in the playoffs and will play Portland in the first round. That series will get underway on Tuesday. Portland and Ridgefield to play a best-of-3 series to earn the right to meet the winner of the Corvallis and team-to-be-named series, either Yakima Valley or Bend. The 1-2 pitch to Chambers hit foul again, this one towards Waldo way, and it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning. For the Knights defensively, a battery of Duke Brotherton and Ryan Stafford, Kiko Romero at first, Mason Lee at second, Spencer Scott at short, Tyler Quinn at third, Briley Knight in left, Jonah Advincula in center, and Logan Johnstone in right. Brotherton's change misses high and away. Ball 2, 2-2. Briley Knight has both putouts here in the inning, and he is indeed looking into that bright sun, walking back and forth, and trying to make sure that he gets a good read of coming off the bat, shielding the sun with his glove as the 2-2 pitch comes plateward, pulled foul. Kiko Romero handling it in foul territory. Ridgefield's overall record is 31-20. It's been a solid summer for a team that really has prospered right out of the gate. A 500 year in their first year of existence in 2019. A playoff run last year and back in the playoffs again here in 2022. Head coach Chris Cota has done a marvelous job, and Gus Fair and the organization has done too. And the Raptors leave a run radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? As we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Highland Bowl. All league is good exercise. Call or stop by Highland.
Indian variety of entree. Order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown
Albany. Dress well.
Work on the Knights' leadoff hitter Logan Johnstone. Schwab making his debut on this, the next to the last game of the regular season, and that's an outcome. 1 pitch in a game is an outcome. A strike, and that's enough. If you were worried about defense, I suppose you could pitch out. Just say, okay, we're going to start the game with the ball on a pitch out, because now we have a true outcome. There's 3 true outcomes in Major League Baseball. I tell them walk, strikeout, and home run. In the West Coast League, an outcome, a true outcome, a foul ball. Now, the pitch to Logan Johnstone, a strike, and the count 0-2. So, Nate Wheeldriver leaves. I hope that the effort tonight didn't exhaust him. He leaves from left field. Braden Yukon leaves from center field, and they are replaced by Alex Sepulveda in left and Austin Cavanis in center. The strike 2 pitch to Logan Johnstone outside from Joe Schwab. The 1-2 pitch, he rolls over, does Logan, on a ground ball to second. Sukata takes it off the field turf and throws out Logan. 1 away. Jonah Advincula will be the hitter. Against the southpaw, empty. Advincula hits a 2-hopper to the second baseman's down. Knights as a team, a solid 276, but just to give you a sense of how good Ridgefield has been, the Raptors at 297. Quinn takes down and away, ball 1, 1-0. The Knights' team ERA, though, is at 2.57. The Raptors at 4.22. Therein lies a major difference. Quinn whacks it to center, but it's playable. Cavanis is there to make the catch. And the Knights go in.
Compensate too, and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
Food at Denver Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Denver Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
The radio home of Oregon State University Athletics. KEJO 1240. Joe Radio.
No score as we go to the top of the second inning. Safea Mawai will lead things off against Knights right-hander Duke Brotherton. Duke working with his battery mate Ryan Stafford. And Duke, the fourth-generation Coug, to the plate. Fastball line to left. Briley Knight is right there to make the catch. One away. Really nice job by Briley. He has learned how to deal with that phenomenon at the start of these ball games, even a little bit later in the evening. It's still a tough sun to face down. And Briley has 3 putouts already. And we've seen a lot of good outfielders struggle to pick the baseball up, dealing with the sun in the manner that Briley has successfully for 3 chances here early. Mikey Kane, the batter. Mikey takes low, ball 1. Mawai, the leading hitter for the Raptors, lines out on the first pitch of the second. Mikey takes low, ball 1. Duke back to the plate. The 1-0 pitch misses. 2 balls and no strikes to Mikey Kane. Oregon State bound. He and his brother Doyle have been playing together for a long time. They will finally go their separate ways in the game after this summer with the Ridgefield Raptors. Mikey takes a strike in the count 2-1. His brother Doyle on this Raptors team. They grew up playing together at St. Francis High School in La Cañada, 2 years at College of the Canyons. Here this summer with the Ridgefield Raptors, but in the fall, Mikey comes here to play for Mitch Canham and the Oregon State program, and Doyle will take her south to UC San Diego. Mikey swings and fouls it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, no score in the second. The 2-2 pitch, a line drive in and out of the glove of Spencer Scott. He picks the ball up but has no play. Now, that is a sun-affected soft liner. There's a lot of shadows extending over the field, but not in the little section that Spencer's involved as it was for Spencer Scott. Makes it tricky. And Mikey Kane is aboard on the error on Spencer, and that brings Austin Cavanis to the plate. Austin indeed took over for Braden Yukon out in center field after the 1 true outcome in the bottom of the first inning. Cavanis takes outside from Duke. He's 4 for 5. The count is even. Or Austin Cavanis pulls 1 foul. The count even. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cavanis. No score in the top of the second inning. Cavanis out of Pleasant Valley High School. Attended Folsom Lake Community College for 2 years. He's incoming to the outstanding program at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He swings at the off speed and doesn't get it and is behind the count. Nate Kirtrick. Fastball, Austin Cavanis. If the Raptors sweep this series and Yakima Valley sweeps its series, then Yakima Valley wins the second half. Now, the Knights still have the overall best record and would play a 1-game championship and a 1-game divisional series championship here, even without winning the second half. That would still hold. But they've got to be swept, and Yakima Valley needs to sweep. If both of those things happen, then the Knights, he's just coming into the game. And so perhaps it was not Sepulveda that went out to left field last inning. It was difficult for us to see from our vantage point. So Latif Wakil is getting the at-bat here in the second. With 2 on and 2 down, no score in the second. Latif takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1 the count from Duke Brothers. First game, he's 2 for 30 with 3 runs batted in. Has a chance for one here. He takes the strike one pitch on the corner. Strike 2. 0-2 to Latif Wakil, with the Raptors trying to break through here in the top of the second inning. Latif out of Poway at Westview High School, attends UC Davis. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 on and 2 out. Duke Brotherton set, the righty to the plate, fastball foul back. And it remains 0-2 to Latif, with the top of the order, Jake Sukata, on deck. We have just simply been looking at a near certainty of Portland and Ridgefield playing one another. The Pickles would have home field advantage. But the win last night by Ridgefield, Yakima Valley staying alive for the second half West Coast League crown. There is still a possibility that Ridgefield and the Knights could meet in the first round. And if so, it would begin Teef, a check swing. And the 1-2 pitch just missed. A little bit of pleading going on from within the Knights dugout on the third base side. I could hear Coach Yoon's voice here in the top of the second. A big fireworks show to follow tonight, presented by Pioneer Connect and Samaritan Health Services. The final home game of the regular season. Pioneer Connect sponsoring the postseason run. Playoff tickets are on sale. The first game Wednesday. The 2-2 pitch, Latif takes high. And yet here he is battling to the point of getting to a 3-2 count. The runners will go. Kane from second, Cavanis from first. The 3-2 pitch is popped up to shallow center. Spencer Scott goes out. Advincula comes in. The Knight shortstop Scott stays with it to make the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, an error, 2 left. After 1.5 before this sellout crowd on a Saturday night in Corvallis, Ridgefield nothing. The Knights nothing.
You don't want me to do it, but anyway, I know the guys at Plymouth Rental. They'll show me what to do today.
Plymouth Rental. 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel historic downtown Albany. Dress well.
No score to the bottom of the second inning. Briley Knight, Kiko Romero, and Ryan Stafford coming up against left-hander Joe Schwab. Schwab retired the Knights in order in the first inning. Briley Knight at .337, 2 homers and 20 runs batted in. Swings at the first pitch, lifts it to right and deep but playable. Henry Mensch moves back and over a few steps to make the catch. Well struck, a long out. Briley Knight goes down and Kiko Romero to the plate. You will see people moving around the stands tonight if you're here with radios, and if you're on your way here listening, we encourage you to consider buying some raffle tickets this evening to support ABC House and the vital work that they do in Benton and Lynn counties. The Children's Advocacy Center serving Benton and Lynn counties. ABC House. Kiko Romero takes high, ball 1, 1-0. Schwab back to the plate. Romero fouls it back. They work to break the cycle of child abuse and neglect, supporting children as they find their voice, helping children and families heal and thrive. And that is a tremendous work that ABC House is involved with, and we hope that you'll find it in your heart to support them tonight if you are here and see them walking around the ballpark with their raffle tickets. They also have a table set up on the third base side right behind the Knights dugout, behind Mark Canham, Mitch's dad, on the Jack Riley concourse. The 1-2 pitch to Kiko is a 2-hopper to the shortstop, Nate Kirkpatrick, who throws Kiko out. 2 away in the bottom of the second. Ryan Stafford will be coming to the plate. ABC House provides children's services, support services to children and youth referred with concerns of possible abuse. They provide trauma counseling, family support, and referrals. They And again, it's a vital work going on here in our area since 1997. The nonprofit ABC House, the Children's Advocacy Center. They are the nonprofit of the game tonight. And we hope they'll make a good deal of money with this huge crowd at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Ryan Stafford takes a strike. The 0-1 breaking ball from Joe Schwab misses down and in. 1-1 to the Knights catcher who joined the team late. This is just his 15th game, but what a contribution he's made. 378 with 10 runs batted in. He takes the 1-1 pitch low and inside for ball 2. 2-1. The designated hitter, Brady Lavoie, on deck, scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-1 pitch, Stafford swings and hits it foul to the right and out of play. And that evens the count at 2-2.
No Jamie or Landon yet. They're not here. Yeah, they're coming.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Stafford swings and taps it foul. And it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brady Lavoie. My wife, Missy, just arrived looking for my niece, Jamie, her husband, Landon, and their 2 kids, Scout and Indy. How about those for beautiful names? And they're beautiful kids to go with it. They live in the Tillamook area. They're coming to the Knights game tonight to see some fireworks after. Missy's looking at me, where are they? Well, they haven't been able to make it through this big crowd of people. They haven't found their way in quite yet, but they're on their way. The pitch to Stafford, fouled into Urchin Alley, and the Scout and Indy might be walking with the Urchins on their way in right now. I'm not sure, but they need to keep their heads up. 3-2, 2 down. Out of the stretch works Schwab. The 3-2 pitch, fouled to the same spot, into the alley. It remains 3 balls and 2 strikes to Stafford. No score, bottom of the second inning. The regular season finale tomorrow in the heat in Ridgefield at 1:05. A day off Monday. And the playoffs start Tuesday. The 3-2 pitch, a high pop-up on the right side. Jake Sukata backs up a step or 2 on the field turf on the green. Makes the catch, and the Knights go in order again. Joe Schwab, in his Raptors debut, making it count, has faced 6, retired 6. We're through 2. The Raptors nothing and the Knights nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residents. 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to
Rourke, but they have a wonderful ballpark, an excellent community in a town that's had some form of baseball in it since 1867. Indeed. They now are a full-fledged member and a very successful one in the West Coast League in the playoffs again here in the summer of 2022. Duke Brotherton's first pitch of the third inning plunks Jake Sukata on the right knee, and Jake trots down to first. And Henry Mensch, who singled and stole a base in the first inning, comes to the plate. Sukata 4 for 4 in stolen bases, will be held on by Duke Brotherton. Henry Mensch, with the Knights thinking he might be up there to bunt, takes high and inside. Third baseman Tyler Quinn creeping in a little bit in front of the bag at third. But Mensch has not sacrificed this summer, and it doesn't appear as though Coach Cota is going to put it on. No score, top of the third. Duke Brotherton out of the stretch. The 1-0 pitch is high. Ball 2, 2-0. Jamie Sharp on deck. This is where Duke and the Knights need to be a little bit careful because of the guy lurking in the on-deck area. Try to minimize damage. He's capable of leaving the yard and doing big-time damage with the long ball. The 2-0 pitch hit foul into Urchin out. There goes the runner. Jake Sukata, the 3-1 pitch lifted foul into Urchin Alley again. The alley has suddenly become a busy place, and the kids are running around excited for all of the souvenir opportunities they're getting. 3-2 the count now to Mensch. Sukata likely to be taking off again. Nobody out, top of the third inning, no score, and a gorgeous night. The sun no longer an issue. The later start rendering it less problematic this early in the game. The 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, strike 3 call. Henry Mensch started to head down to first. The runner, Jake Sukata, stayed put, so no chance for a strike him out, throw him out. And Jamie Sharp will be the batter. Jamie flied to left field in his first at-bat. It's Jacob Sharp. I apologize for the Jamie. Jacob Sharp, the batter. And he is a guy whose name should be better known in this league. Jacob takes a strike in the count 0-1, given that he has led essentially from start to finish in this 2022 season in the power categories. 13 homers, 39 runs batted in, and a slugging percentage of .686. No balls and a strike to Jacob Sharp. I don't know if how close anyone's ever gotten to it. Blake perhaps could do some research. I know that TJ Mathewson.
Beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
The home of the Oregon State Beavers, the Seattle Mariners, and all things sports. This is 1240 AM KEJO, Corvallis, Albany.
Bottom of the third inning, Brady Lavoie steps in. The 1-0 pitch, a high drive to deep left field. Sepulveda looks up and says, so long. Brady Lavoie drills it over the 14-foot fence, over the hitting structure and straightaway left, and the Knights lead it 1-0. And that will bring to the plate Logan Johnstone, who grounded out in the first inning. Knights baseball is presented by our friends at First Alternative Co-op, your community-owned grocery store providing fresh, local, and organic groceries since 1970. Joe Schwab works out of the stretch with nobody on. Johnstone hits it sharply by Safea Mawai into right field. Base hit. Henry Mensch gets the ball back in. Johnstone hitting the ball hard. A 2-out single for Logan. That'll bring Jonah Advincula to the plate. Jonah grounded to second in the first. The First Alternative Co-op makes it easy for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. Be sure to stop by their deli to enjoy fresh brewed coffee, house-made pastries, delicious salads, and so much more. Everyone is welcome at the First Alternative Co-op. 1-0 Knights, bottom of the third inning. Jonah Advincula takes a strike from Joe Schwab. No balls and 1 strike. Okay, now Blake has confirmed that the Bambino is still the record holder. Pop foul off of third, racing over Mikey Kane, runs into the netting, jutting out to the adjacency to the Knights dugout at an angle back towards the field of play. Not much foul territory as a result. Kane runs out of room. Can you go any further, Blake, in your researches? The Bambino, I know, 847 in 21, I believe anyway. I don't say I know, remembering it from baseball cards and reading books about the Babe from my youth. The strike 2 pitch with Logan Johnstone going. A chopper wide of third, fielded by Mikey Kane, and he throws across for the out. and Advincula is retired. But who's second? And I still imagine it's a distant second. 847, I believe, in 1921. So I look and I'm wowed by Jacob Sharp's number for Ridgefield, leading the West Coast League at 686, and try to imagine something almost 200 points higher. Unbelievable. Through 3 innings on the Lavoie homer, the Knights on the board. After 3, the Knights won, and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Enjoy delicious made-to-order cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full discount.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
The radio home of Oregon
Hey,
State
Dale,
University
play the
Athletics.
shorter ones from now on, the shorter ones.
Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Knights 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. Ridgefield no runs, 1 hit, and Brotherton now with the 1-0 lead on the Brady Lavoie homer. Delivers to Safea Mawai, who it's a ground ball to second. Mason Lee's throw pulls Romero off the bag, but Mawai just kind of jogging nonchalantly up the line is tagged out easily, and Mawai did not make an issue out of the throw that was a little bit offline. The pitch to Mikey Kane fouled into Urchin Alley, and one of the Urchins pushed another down in the quest to try to get the baseball. Don't like to see that kind of roughhousing. The strike one pitch is popped up on the right side. Mason Lee is there to make the catch. 2 away in the top of the 4th. Austin Cavanis, the batter. Well, Blake has come over, and again, it just tells me a couple of things. One, the history of the game. I have not followed it as closely in the modern era. So that's why I was asking who could possibly be second to the 847. Well, that did beg the question. And the truth is, the Babe no longer holds the single season record, a record that I don't put much stock in because, well, I'll just leave it at that. I don't accept 762 nor really 863 because of extenuating circumstances. Now, people say, well, Major League Baseball sort of encouraged, or look, that doesn't wash with me. I don't have a great deal of patience for those that cheated, as Bonds did to get to 863 one year in 73. But 863 is technically the single-season record, surpassing the Bambino's 847, fueled by hot dogs and beer, if you believe all the reports. The strike 2 pitch to Cavanis, stroked into right field for a base hit. Austin will take a turn and hold, with Logan Johnstone getting the ball back in. Cavanis, a 2-out single to right. Nate Kirkpatrick will be the hitter. 1-0 Knights, top of the 4th inning. But I do appreciate Blake coming over from the McGrath family press box that Bonds is the single-season record holder at 863. Nate Kirkpatrick at the plate. Brotherton delivers, breaking ball strike from Big Duke. 0-1 the count. Nate a soft liner to Spencer Scott in the second inning. Cavanis held on at first by Kiko Romero. Brotherton delivers, breaking ball, check, swing, but he did go around in the judgment of the base umpire to run the count to 0-2. Ridgefield 2 for 2 in stolen bases tonight. The Knights lead 1-0 on the strength of Brady Lavoie's long home run in the bottom of the third. Brotherton and Stafford, the Knights battery. Duke leaning in to get the sign. Now the big right-hander. 6'5", 215 out of Mercer Island, ready. The runner goes. The pitch is outside. They're 3 for 3 in stolen bases. Austin Cavanis is in. And the count goes to 1-2. And now for the fourth consecutive inning, Ridgefield has a man in scoring position. They failed to cash in the first 3 times around, but with Cavanis picking up his 9th stolen base, the Raptors again with a chance to get a 2-out hit and get on the board. The 1-2 off-speed tap foul by Kirkpatrick, and he stays up there. 1-2, Latif Wakil on deck. When you visit Corvallis for Knights playoff baseball, be sure to stay at your locally owned Best Western. Corvallis, the official hotel partner of your Knights, close to Goss, the largest hotel rooms in the city, and an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. The 1-2 breaking ball swung on and missed. The pitch in the turf, the throw down to first, is in time to get Nate Kirkpatrick. And for 4 consecutive innings, the Raptors have gotten at least one man into scoring position. But Duke Brotherton, for 4 consecutive innings, has been able to put a 0 on the board. After 3.5, the Knights won and the Raptors nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when
So, Dale, did you understand what I meant?
Great things
I
happen.
did, yeah. Yeah, okay.
You can experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of new world creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down.
Want to get out of the house? Do something fun this fall? Fall leagues are now forming at Highland Bowl. Hey, a fall league is good exercise. It's in for you. For more info, call or stop by Highland Bowl. They're on 9th Street in Corvallis, or log on to highlandbowl.com.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
1240 Joe Radio.
The first pitch of the bottom of the fourth inning, stroke to right field, but playable for Henry Mensch, moves back a couple of steps to make the catch. Tyler Quinn. Good contact, but an out to open the bottom of the fourth. Briley Knight coming to the plate. Briley, first ball swinging, flied to Henry Mensch in the second. Joe Schwab has pitched a very good ball game. The Knights leading 1-0 on Brady Lavoie's home run, have had just 2 base runners. Riley takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Joe Schwab and Jacob Sharp, the battery for the Raptors. The strike one pitch on the way. Briley fouls it back. Around the infield, Safea Mawai at first, Jake Sukata at second, Nate Kirkpatrick at short, Mikey Kane at third. In the outfield, Latif Wakil in left, Austin Cavanis in center, and Henry Mensch in right. Riley takes outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Schwab set, delivers. Briley looks at a pitch low. Ball 2, 2-2. The Raptors team program, I think in their first season in 2019, had an interesting story about their history, the history of baseball in Southwest Washington. The 2-2 pitch to Briley hit foul into the lower level of stands down the left field side. Out of play, 2-2 the count to Briley, in which it indicated that the first established ball club in Vancouver, organized team for baseball in the Vancouver area, 1867. Going back a little. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Out of the stretch works Schwab, and the 2-2 pitch is swung on, foul tipped and held. Strike 3, 2 down. Kiko Romero to the plate. The Vancouver Occidentals then played their first game against the Portland Pioneers on May 29th of 1867. Portland beat the Vancouver Occidentals. It's a good name, by the way. Good team nickname. Portland Pioneers. Lewis and Clark appropriated it later. Not the Corps of Discovery folk, but the athletic teams at Lewis and Clark. The pitch to Romero outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way, foul back in the count, 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 Knights in the bottom of the 4th. But the Portland Pioneers, a baseball team in 1867 in the Rose City, beat the Vancouver Occidentals 79-62 in a baseball game. The game was to undergo some refinements through the decades. The pitch to Kiko high and away, ball 2, 2-1. Schwab from the stretch works Kiko outside, ball 3. The thing I love about the story, though, in the Raptors media guide a couple of years ago, the Vancouver Register, the now defunct newspaper, the Columbian does a great job there now. The 3-1 pitch foul back in the count, 3-2. Back then, the Vancouver Register, covering things, took a jab at the Oregonians' account of the game in the paper the next day, and they wrote, "We do not publish a full account of the game, but simply desire to call attention to some of the errors in the report in the Oregonian." Yeah, a rivalry of sorts was on between Vancouver, USA, and Portland. The 3-2 pitch to Kiko Romero misses low and inside. Will come to the plate. I will say and should say that the Vancouver Register's account from the next day, June 1st, 1867, in their paper, that they said the errors were probably inadvertently made by the Oregonian. They weren't intending to deceive. They just didn't have the wherewithal to get the story right. The pitch to Ryan Stafford low, ball 1, 1-0. A 2-out walk to Kiko Romero, 1-0 Knights in the 4th. Ryan Stafford, the right-hand hitter, waits and swings and grounds one to the left of the shortstop, Kirkpatrick, who dives, smothers it, gets up, and throws him out. Good play by Nate Kirkpatrick, and the Knights come up empty in the 4th. No runs, no hits, a man left. Through 4, the Knights 1, and the Raptors nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence. Don't just dress for where you are, dress for where you want to be. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on the west end of 1st Avenue in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services.
40 Joe Radio.
Top of the fifth inning at Goss Stadium of Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights leading the Ridgefield Raptors 1-0. Neil Feist heading down to the Corvallis Knights bullpen before this sellout. Duke Brotherton has pitched very well. And the right-hander rocks, kicks, and delivers to Latif Wakil. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The strike one pitch taken for strike two. Latif hit a soft liner grabbed by Spencer Scott at shortstop in the second. 0-2 to Latif Wakil. Brotherton to the plate. Breaking ball got him swinging. A three-pitch strikeout for Duke Brotherton of Latif Wakil, and that'll bring the top of the order up for the Raptors and Jake Sukata, who has flied to left and struck out. Sukata takes a first pitch strike. He is having a tremendous year at .340 with 15 runs batted in. No balls in one strike. Duke to the plate. Misses a little bit low. 1-1 the count. Duke Brotherton has gone all the way, and he has faced a little bit of pressure in each inning, and he might here right now, but no. A line drive just foul down the right field line out of the reach of Kiko Romero, falling down to his left. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sukata. Ridgefield has had a man on base and in scoring position in every inning, but Duke has managed to put up zeros in each frame. 1-0 here in the fifth. The righty rocks and comes back, and for the second time, ahead of the count to Jake Sukata, hits him. Trying to bury that breaking ball and managed to do that, but did so way inside. So the ball bounces and comes up and hits Sukata. That's twice Jake has been hit in that manner. Sukata represents the tying run. Henry Mensch, the batter, has singled to center and struck out. Sukata stole a base in the third. Held on by Kiko Romero. 1-0 Knights in the fifth. Brotherton throws over there. And Jake Sukata back to the bag. Pape Material Handling keeps you moving one step closer to home. This season, Pape and the Knights have teamed up again in support of Community Outreach, Inc., a local nonprofit dedicated to helping people lead healthy and productive lives through all manner of challenging circumstances. To learn more, please check out the team's One Step Closer to Home initiative and visit corvallisnights.com/COI. One and 1-0. But once again, the Raptors with a potential threat. Mensch gets out in front, pulls one foul down the left field side. 1 ball and 1 strike to Henry, the pride of O'Day High School in Seattle. Started 18 games for Coach Loomis on the Bluff this past spring. Hit .235 with a homer and 11 runs batted in for the University of Portland. Duke Brotherton, big right-hander, comes set. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Duke delivers, breaking ball low. And the count 2 balls and a strike. Jacob Sharp, the on-deck hitter. Coach Cota going through the signs outside of third. The Raptors are 3 for 3 in steals. They have a good action count here. Sukata getting his lead. He doesn't go. And the fastball from Duke, a good one, on the outer half for a strike. And that evens the count at 2-2. About perfect for baseball tonight. Just an ideal evening, warm, shirt sleeve weather, 6th of August, 2022. A great place to be. A ground ball to short. Spencer Scott feeds Mason Lee for 1. The throw to first snagged nicely by Romero for 2. A 6-4-3 double play. The Raptors come up short of getting a man into scoring position, but they do get another 0 thanks to the good defensive work and the fine pitching of Duke Brotherton, who may have just pitched his final inning of the night. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still, the Knights 1 and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum tile, hard surface floors, and
Joe Radio.
Brady Lavoie, who homered in the 3rd inning, swings at the first pitch here in the bottom of the 5th and lifts a fly ball to center. Austin Cavanis makes the catch. 1 away, and Mason Lee comes to the plate. 1-0 Knights, bottom of the 5th inning. Joe Schwab has gone all the way. Mason Lee hit the ball hard, lined out to right field in the 3rd. He takes a strike, and the count 0-1. This sellout crowd tonight featuring, as I mentioned, a lot of groups tonight. The Gillette home team occupying the TNT Builders party deck. Ground ball to second. Moving over to his right is Sukata to field and sling to first. And that takes care of Mason Lee, 1 second baseman, grounding out to the other. 2 down, and Spencer Scott, the batter. Spencer grounded to third in his first at-bat. Van Vliet Meats enjoying the hospitality of the Omaha Room tonight. Pioneer Connect, one of the presenting sponsors of tonight's game out in Casey Corner. Samaritan Health Services, the presenting sponsor, along with Pioneer Connect, of the big fireworks show coming up tonight after the game. They're occupying sections 6 through 8 here at the ballpark. The first pitch, a strike, and the count 0-1 to Spencer Scott. And the Lynn Benton Community College volleyball team coming off an NWAC championship. The pitch on the way to Scott, grounded into center field, base hit. Spencer Scott, a 2-out single to center. And that will bring the top of the order up, represented by Logan Johnstone, who's grounded to second and singled to right. Head coach Jamie Frazier for the Roadrunners has brought her entire team, half of which is back from the championship year. And they're here tonight enjoying the baseball game, a team bonding activity in Section 4 here at the ballpark tonight. The pitch on the way is a strike to Logan Johnstone from Joe Schwab. 0-1 the count. 1-0 Knights in the third. A home run from Brady Lavoie, the only run of the ball game. The Raptors have had their chances. Duke Brotherton has found a way to shut them down. The strike one pitch, a slide step maneuver by Schwab. Nearly did not come to a set position before shoving off. He misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Spencer Scott held on by Safea Mawai. Schwab kicks and comes to the plate and misses low and away. Ball 2, 2-1. In Ridgefield tomorrow, a 1:05 ball game. A day off Monday. And playoff baseball Tuesday somewhere. The 2-1 pitch, a ground ball to the second baseman again. Jake Sukata fields and throws to first. And that's that for the Knights in the bottom of the fifth. Somewhere keeps going through my mind because I don't know where it's going to be, but is somewhere from Dr. Zhivago. Do you know that, Blake? He knew about Barry Bonds at 863. Somewhere, I can hear the tune. Is it Zhivago? We go to the sixth. It remains the Knights 1 and the Ridgefield Raptors nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Ohio State's in the Big Ten. They're in a league of their own. When it comes to Volkswagen repairs, service, and parts, Independent Auto Works has been hitting the home run for over 50 years, and they work on other makes and models too. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
KEJO Corvallis.
Neil Feist takes over on the bump for the Corvallis Knights after a strong 5-inning outing for Duke Brotherton. Ridgefield with no runs and 2 hits. Duke struck out 4. He hit 2. He did not walk a batter. The important thing, though, is that big goose egg on the board through 5. And now Neil Feist takes over pitching chores with the tenuous lead to try to protect. 1-0 as we go to the 6th. Jacob Sharp, Will Chambers, and Safea Mawai, the scheduled hitters for the powerful Ridgefield Raptors offense. The first pitching change tonight's ball game is brought to you by All Pro Property Services, your locally owned option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. You can find them on Facebook. Neil Feist delivers a ground ball to the left of Scott. He dives, fields, gets up, and throws him out. Great play by Spencer Scott. 1 away. That brings Will Chambers to the plate. Will has struck out and lined 2. Spencer Scott. Chambers, left-handed hitter. The right-hander, Neil Feist, out of the bullpen, delivers low and inside, ball 1. Feist, the workhorse on this Corvallis Knights staff in this summer of 2022, making his team leading 19th appearance. 33 and 2/3, 38 hits, just 8 walks, 21 strikeouts, a record of 2-1, an ERA of 2.67. Fastball low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the left-hand hitting Chambers. Safea Mawai on deck. The only run in the ball game, Brady Lavoie provided it with a long home run in the 3rd. 1-0 Knights in the 6th. Neil Feist from the stretch with nobody on. Fastball hits the inner half. 2-1 the count. Playoff Monday. And then playoff baseball Tuesday on the road for the Knights. Back here Wednesday. The 2-1 pitch just inside, ball 3, 3-1 to Will Chambers. TJ Mathewson, big thanks to TJ, an outstanding job in last night's broadcast. I caught bits and pieces of it from the Rourke that he was describing in the Knights' 7-4 defeat to Ridgefield. The 3-1 pitch from Neal, fastball in there, and the count goes full to 3-2. The one thing that I did find, and I found it delightful, quite honestly, staying home, a family activity we had last night, planned, walking in downtown Corvallis on a warm summer evening. It's a nice little town, our little town. The 3-2 pitch down and in, ball 4. And I say that after having lived here now about 24 years. But summer nights, for the most part, I don't get out much. I'm here. And there's no better place to be, the downtown scene notwithstanding, than Goss Stadium at Coleman Field on these beautiful summer nights. I mean, honestly, there's no other place I'd rather be. However, as a diversion, as something different, I really enjoyed the scene downtown last night. There was a lot going on, a lot of people out. It was a warm summer night. So good for all of you, happy for all of you to experience that on a more consistent basis. It was very refreshing for sort of a once-in-a-summer event for yours truly. Safea Mawai takes outside, ball 1 from Neil Feist. The 1-0 pitch is in there, and the count 1-1. And I found it all to be a little, do I dare say, surprisingly nice? I mean, I just was impressed by the number of venues, the people sitting and enjoying the beautiful outdoors, some music venues as we walked up and down the streets. The class of 77 Crescent Valley High School reunion going on down at Murphy's downtown and going on over at the Corvallis Club tonight. My friend Yako Wilson there. The 1-1 fastball swung on and missed. CV class of 77's reunion. It just looked like a lot was happening downtown. But this is still the best place to be on a summer night. And over 3,000 others agree with yours truly tonight. They're here watching baseball and waiting for fireworks. The 1-2 pitch just outside, ball 2. Brady Lavoie has provided the in-game fireworks with a offense. Probably not enough. We'll see. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled back by Safea Mawai. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with Mikey Kane on deck. I refer to Yako Wilson, John Wilson, part of the class of 77, a dear friend, Jimmy's brother. The 2-2 pitch, oh my goodness. Taken somewhere, I'm not sure where. That's the first time tonight that I've had a little quibble with the zone. That pitch appeared to be too good, too close to take. Mawai got away with it. And now the count goes full to 3-2. Neil Feist from the stretch, the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. That wasn't as good. So, yeah, you win some, lose some. The last pitch was better than that. Probably should have been called a strike. So I guess all things for the moment being equal, it's a strikeout. Mawai shaking his head as he walked away, but I think he got away with taking the previous pitch. It should have been a call to strike. So it works out well for Neil Feist, who is a strike thrower extraordinaire. 2 down. Mikey Kane, the hitter, has been aboard on an error and popped to second. Mikey takes just outside, ball 1. The tying run aboard, represented by Will Chambers, held on by Kiko Romero. The Raptors have had at least one man on in every inning. And the pitch to Mikey is roped down the left field line in the corner, being chased by Briley Knight. He is not a swift runner, Will Chambers, and he will be held at third by Chris Cota. Mikey Kane pulls into second with the double. And here come the Raptors again. They have now had in every inning, save last inning, at least one man in scoring position. And now they have 2 with 2 down. And Austin Cavanis to the plate. With runners at second and third, Austin has been hit by a pitch and singled to right field. Duke Brotherton, by the way, I think I said he hit 2. He actually hit 3 batters, Sukata twice, and Cavanis. Neil Feist out of the stretch trying to protect the 1-0 lead and delivers a first pitch strike to Cavanis, the left-handed hitter. No balls and 1 strike. Will Chambers at third, Mikey Kane at second. Neil Feist out of the stretch with 2 down. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball, good one. Swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. Nate Kirkpatrick on deck. Neil 1-0 with runners at second and third and 2 down. Delivers a ground ball foul back at first. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Neil Feist issuing a 1-out walk to Will Chambers, a rare free pass. A 2-out double to Mikey Kane. Now delivers a change, grounded foul outside of first. Neil continues to fill up the zone, ahead of the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Neil peering into Ryan Stafford. On this warm, pleasant evening, slight breezes blowing out to left center. Neil from the stretch delivers fastball just inside. Cavanis tried to make it appear more inside than it really was by twisting around and almost twisted his way into the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Austin. And now Neil Feist hits Cavanis, and it's too bad in that Feist appeared to have control of the AB ahead of the count 0-2. And he certainly does lose Cavanis, bringing Kirkpatrick to the plate. And a little bit of pressure now with the bases full on Neil Feist. The Raptors, who defeated the Knights in the season series earlier this year, trying to do the same by winning tonight. The first pitch missing to Nate, ball 1, 1-0. Kirkpatrick has popped to short and struck out. He's at the plate with the sacks full and 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. At second, Cavanis at first. The 1-0 pitch hit high in the air to left and deep. Back goes Briley Knight, has a play on the warning track and makes the catch. Now the Knights pitchers keep coming up with the right answers at the right time. And Ridgefield leaves 3 more. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still the Knights 1 and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541. Of what earned. Home loans, disability compensation, healthcare, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veteran Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients. Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Jonah Advincula to lead things off for the Corvallis Knights. Jonah will be followed by Tyler Quinn and then Brian. He is safe. A toss by Schwab, not in time. It's a base hit on the drag bunt single for Jonah Advincula to lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth. The Knights leading 1-0 and could use another run or two against this potent Ridgefield club. Advincula is a great man to get on base in that he is the team's leader in stolen bases. Tyler Quinn the batter, and while Advincula just bunted for a base hit, Quinn is likely up there to bunt sacrificially to try to get the Knights that second run and play for it here, station to station. 5 sacrifice hits on the season for Tyler Quinn. That leads the club. Jonah Advincula, the runner at first, with 18 steals. That leads the club. We'll see how Coach Brooke Knight wants to play it here. You do have a left-hander in Joe Schwab staring Advincula down. The pitch on the way. Tyler not bunting. Fastball high and away. Ball 1. 1-0. At least not bunting on the first pitch. Tyler has made pretty good contact, and whether that's playing into Brooks' thinking, we'll see. Advincula draws a throw, and it's thrown away by Les Schwab, throwing it into foul territory. Advincula into second. The ball bounces off the facade down the right side in front of the lower grandstand, back into fair territory where it's scooped up by Jake Sukata. The first error of the evening on the Ridgefield Raptors, and it puts Advincula into second, and it leads to a meeting at the mound, a players-only gathering, with 3 of the infielders and the battery getting together. Jacob Sharp returns to settle in back of the plate with a count 1 ball and no strikes to Tyler Quinn. Now you wonder if Brooke might ask Tyler to try to move Advincula to third with Briley Knight on deck. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Schwab out of the stretch. Tyler is bunting, and he bunts it foul up along third. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Victor Quinn told me, our pregame show guest, that he needs to play tonight and tomorrow to be eligible for the playoffs. We haven't seen him yet tonight. A hard-throwing right-hander. Quinn not bunting. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed in the count 1-2. So whether that means Victor's going to see some action tonight out of the bullpen and then be involved in one of those outcome plays tomorrow remains to be seen. But to be eligible for the playoffs, he's got to get into both games. We're in the bottom of the sixth, 1-0 Knights. Quinn swings at the 1-2 pitch, hits it foul into the area just below our vantage point. The count remains 1-2 strikes. A little bit of family conflict in that no one in the front row stood up to try to make a play. And had one of them just stood, set their beverage aside, they might have had a chance to get the baseball. The 1-2 pitch popped up in foul territory and playable on the left side. Third baseman Mikey Kane in front of the Knights dugout makes the catch. So this time, and now Briley Knight, the hitter. Briley has men on in scoring position. The first pitch to Briley misses, down and away. In 8 altogether. So the Raptors have had their chances. Knights pitchers, to their credit, have been able to toughen up in the clutch. 1-0 to Briley. Advincula at second, 1 out. The 1-0 pitch missing inside, ball 2 from Joe Schwab, who has pitched very well. A run, 4 hits for the Knights, no runs, 3 hits for Ridgefield. Bottom of the 6th inning, and what is approaching the cool of the evening. Big fireworks show to follow tonight's game. The 2-0 pitch to Briley, a knee-high strike. Briley didn't think so. He turns and shoots a quick glance at the home plate umpire. But the pitch caught enough of the plate to run it to 2-1. Kiko Romero on deck. Advincula was at second base with nobody out. He's there with 1 out on a count of 2-1. The pitch to Briley. He's jammed and lifts it foul into the upper grandstand on the left side. And that evens the count at 2-2 to Briley Knight. Joe has had good control. He's walked. Briley swings and gets a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive. And Schwab has only struck out 1, but he has been excellent. A well-pitched ball game. The Knights and Raptors in the next to the last game of the 2022 regular season. The 2-2 pitch is a wild one. It gets away from Jacob Sharp, rolls towards the Knights on-deck area. Down to third base goes Advincula. And now Briley has an opportunity to pick up a run with a scoring fly ball. The count goes full to 3-2. Riley with 1 sacrifice fly on the summer. The Raptors pull their infield in. 3-2 with 1 out. Schwab to the plate. The 3-2 pitch fouled at the plate. Nice. Safea Mawai, Jake Sukata, Nate Kirkpatrick, and Mikey Kane all in at the edge of the green. Joe Schwab steps back of the rubber for a moment. With Jonah Advincula coming down the line from third. Another pitch coming to Briley Knight. The 3-2 offering, a ground ball to second, backhanded by Sukata. He throws. Jake Sukata gets the throw to Jacob Sharp, and here comes Brooke Knight to argue the call. It appeared as though Jonah Advincula had gotten in with a head-first slide, and the home plate umpire says no, and I don't think that's the right call. It's too bad that Advincula didn't break a little bit sooner. He hesitated a moment, then saw Sukata ball, and had Advincula just broken on contact, he would have scored easily. As it was, I think he did score. The head first slide, and the hand appeared to hit the plate first, and Advincula is called out. A good play by Sukata. Briley Knight aboard on the fielder's choice. 4-2. And now Kiko Romero, the batter with 2 down. Schwab delivers a fastball for a strike, and the count 0-1. A slight bit of hesitation. I still think Jonah was in safely getting the hand on the plate, but the umpire saw it a different way, and if he breaks on contact, it's 2-0 Knights. Instead, it's still 1-0 with Kiko taking the strike one pitch outside, ball 1, 1-1. Briley Knight at first, 2 down as the score remains 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Schwab kicks and comes to the plate. Good fastball in there for a strike to Kiko. 1-2 the count. Kiko has grounded to short and walked. One and two. Joe Schwab was in a pretty tough situation. A good play by Sukata is close to getting him out of it. This is probably his last inning of work. There's been some activity going on throughout the half inning back of him beyond the left field fence. He has pitched a gem. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 Knights in the 6th. Kiko takes in the turf. Ball 3, 3-2. Ryan Stafford on deck. No one throwing at the moment in the Ridgefield pen. 3-2 to Kiko Romero, who swings and fouls one at the plate. Briley Knight will return to first. He was taking off with the pitch with 2 down. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Close call at the plate, one against the Knights, and instead of adding to their lead, it is still the tenuous 1-0 affair that it's been since the 3rd inning. Briley again getting ready to go. First baseman Safea Mawai playing back of the bag. Kiko awaits. There goes Briley. The 3-2 pitch is pulled right at the first baseman Mawai, who takes it to the bag, and the Knights, on a controversial call here at the plate, come up empty in the 6th. No runs, a hit, an error, 1 left. At the end of 6, it's still the Knights 1 and the Raptors nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
Downward Dog across from the Ocean Campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty. Enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches, and breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights!
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your direct.
Plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings, the Knights 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Ridgefield no runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. To the top of the 7th we go. Feist's first pitch is driven to deep right field. Back on the ball goes Logan Johnstone. It carries over his head and over the fence on a hop for a ground rule double for Ridgefield to lead off this top of the 7th inning, pardon me. And that'll bring to the plate Jake Sukata. A nice swing, to be sure, for the Raptors to open the top of the 7th inning with Alex Sepulveda, whom we thought might have been earlier, hitting for Latif Wakil. And on the first pitch that he sees from right-hander Neil Feist, whacks it to the alley, and the tying run at second with nobody out. The Raptors back at it again. They have been putting pressure on the Knights all evening long, and Sepulveda, a leadoff double, adds to it again here in the seventh. He's at second. It foul to the left and out of play. No balls and 1 strike the count. Third baseman Tyler Quinn playing in, thinking a bunt might be on, and it is, and it's pushed foul into the Knights on deck area by Sukata. The count goes to 0-2. Alex Sepulveda putting a good swing on the ball to open the top of the seventh inning. Young man out of college with the Canyons in Crespi High School. No balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Knights. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted foul off third, out of play. Head coach Chris Cota turns and watches it carry into the stands. Cota out of Saugus High School. He must have been a very young boy, maybe 5-6 years of age. February 9, 1971. Near the epicenter of a major earthquake that I remember waking me up and shaking me up out of my bed in Hacienda Heights. He was much closer to it, was young Coach Cota. February 9, 1971, a big one in the Southland. No balls and 2 strikes to Jake Sukata. Alex Sepulveda, the tying run at second. Neil Feist delivers high, ball 1, 1-2. Henry Mensch on deck. Slight breezes blowing the flag beyond the left center field fence. Feist delivers, and a fly ball into left field. Briley Knight coming in, going out a long way is Spencer Scott. And Spencer, patrolling a lot of turf, goes out to make the catch. I'm not sure Briley saw it well off the bat, but Scott stayed with it all the way. And that's a good piece of work by Neil Feist. The tying run, Sepulveda remains at second, with Sukata not able to move him. Henry Mensch, the hitter. Henry has singled to center, struck out, and grounded into a double play. 1-0 Knights in the seventh. Another threat by the Raptors. They've left 8 on, 6 in scoring position. Here's a soft liner to the second baseman, Mason Lee, for out number 2. They do need to deal with Jacob Sharp now, coming to the plate. Time he steps in, he's a guy that can, in Pat Casey's eloquent phrase, wreck ya. He used to go through a scouting report with Pat in Casey corner interviews years ago. And we talk about, what about there? He can wreck you. Well, so what about Cole Calhoun? Yeah, he can wreck you too. So this is a guy that can wreck you in Jacob Sharp. He takes high, a little high, ball 1 from Neil Feist. A leadoff double for Alex Sepulveda. He's still at second with 2 down. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed from Neil. Jacob Sharp out of Fullerton College, heading to UNLV from La Mirada High School, just over the hill from Hacienda Heights, where I grew up. The pitch on the way, lifted foul off first, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. This very day I was wearing a t-shirt around town with I Heart Fullerton on it, picked up by my daughter years ago on a little swing she made through the Southland. I'm not sure I really do heart Fullerton, but I've been there and it's all right. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 down to Jacob Sharp. The tying run at second, represented by Sepulveda. Feist delivers, chop foul past Coach Cota. It remains 1-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Neal peering in to Ryan Stafford, trying to Spencer Scott. The Knights shortstop fields and throws to first, and the Knights pitching staff has done it again. They strand another runner in scoring position. That's 7 of them tonight. Sepulveda leadoff double on the first pitch of the inning, stays put. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch time before this sellout crowd. Take Me Out to the Ball Game coming, presented by our friends at All Pro Property Services. All Pro Property Services is your local option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. You can find All Pro Property Services on Facebook. We go to the bottom of the 7th still. The Knights 1 and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated number 1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
We set them up, you knock them down.
Want to get out of the house? Do something fun this fall? Fall leagues are now forming at Highland Bowl. Hey, a fall league is good exercise. It's inexpensive and it's perfect for beginners. With lots of different leagues to choose from each week, you're sure to find something that works for you. For more info, call or stop by Highland Bowl. They're on 9th Street in Corvallis, or log on to highlandbowl.com.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
The home of the Oregon State Beavers, the Seattle is 1240 AM KEJO, Corvallis, Albany.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Ryan Stafford leads things off, and the first pitch is lifted into shallow left center field, and moving over to make the catch, Austin Cavanis. One pitch, one gone. Brady Lavoie, the batter. Brady, the difference in this game, as Joe Schwab continues to work. And the first pitch is popped into shallow left field. The shortstop, Nate Kirkpatrick, goes out to make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Joe Schwab has been tremendous, and the batter will be Mason Lee. Mason will take the first pitch. Brooke Knight will get together with Mason. I don't know if this is a reminder more than anything else, with apologies to Dr. Johnson, who said that most often humans need to be reminded rather than instructed. And I'm sure Mason knows in this case that the right thing to do from a baseball fundamental standpoint is to take a pitch and not allow a pitcher to get through an inning having made only 3. But maybe Brooke, in the lateness of the hour, with apologies to Rod Serling, and the lateness of the season in the summer, just wanted to make sure Mason understood the shot. And Mason does take ball 1. It's possible that he might have said, look, take a couple of pitches here. Joe Schwab ready, and the 1-0 pitch taken. Ball 2, 2-0. So 2 pitches and 2 outs, and now Mason Lee has worked it to 2-0. Spencer Scott on deck. 1-0 Knights, bottom of the 7th. Schwab's 2-0 pitch outside, ball 3. 3-0. Well, Brooke gets together with Mason Lee and says, how about, hey, let's take a few pitches. Let's see where that leaves us. 3-0 the count. Schwab set, the 3-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 3-1. Joe has pitched a great ball game. He's walked only 1. That's the only free pass that he's given up. The 3-1 pitch, and he's going to get out of the inning. 1-2-3. A fly ball into shallow right center. Cavanis moves over to make the catch, and the Knights have made good with 1 through 7. They'll try to keep it going as we go to the 8th. Before a sellout crowd, 3,106 tonight at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. We're going to see a new pitcher. It's going to be Sean Weiss coming in from out of the pen. We will take a 2-minute pitching change break. It's still the Knights 1 and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence. Don't just dress for where you are, dress for where you want to. In historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you gonna start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the 8th inning at Goss Stadium of Coleman Field. 1-0 Knights with a crowd of 3,106. It's a great crowd. They're enjoying the baseball in the summer night, but we also acknowledge the fact that this huge crowd, the second to 3,000-plus crowd of the summer, the other one was for the other fireworks show on July 3rd, have come for not only baseball, but the big fireworks extravaganza, which in a tight one-run game, we'll see if the Knights can make it last, and the specter of free baseball looms. We'll see. The Knights with a 1-0 advantage, and perhaps Sean Weiss and the Knights can make it count. Sean delivers a first pitch ball, the 1-0 offering swung on and missed. Fastball swung on and missed by the switch hitting Will Chambers, and the count goes to 1-2. Weiss making his 16th appearance, 34 innings, 25 hits, 3 walks, 31 strikeouts, a record of 5-0 with 4 saves and an ERA of 1.58. He delivers to Chambers, swung on and missed. Strike 3. A great start for Sean Weiss in the midst of another remarkable summer with the Corvallis Knights. His family in their usual spots here to my left. It's nice to see them again. My own family. Niece, Indy, for the first time. She's coming up on about 5 months old. Beautiful creature. Great to have her and her papa Landon with me here in the broadcast location part of the crowd of 3,106. Safea Mawai takes ball 1, 1-0, and Indy's sister Scout now, but they look like they're having a good time. The pitch to Mawai misses for ball 2, 2-0. 1-0 Knights, top of the 8th inning. The dangerous Safea Mawai awaits. Sean to the plate, fastball and a big rip, fouled straight back. 2 balls and 1 strike to Safea Mawai, top of the 8th inning. On a warm, beautiful evening in Corvallis, temperature beginning to drop just a bit, but it remains shirt sleeve shorts kind of weather. Beautiful night for baseball. We've had a lot of them here of late. Got off to a little bit of a slow start with respect to that, if you recall, back not quite 2 months ago when we were having to throw canopies and umbrellas up. And the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's Scout saying hello, and she's being fed one of those lemon. What do you call those lemonade things? A 2-2 pitch just missed for ball 3, 3-2. What do you call the limeade things? Well, that's a beautiful event in its own right. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 8th, 1-0 Knights. Sean Weiss from the stretch. The 3-2 pitch popped up into foul territory. Coming down the line is the third baseman, Tyler Quinn, to make the catch. 2 down. Mikey Kane will come to the plate. Mikey, the incoming transfer from College of the Canyons into the Oregon State program, has been aboard on an error, popped to left, and doubled to left. A pop to second, I should say, and doubled deep into the left field corner in the 6th. Weiss to the plate. Lifted foul off first towards the Omaha room. Ball will actually land in the lower grandstand just below the Jack Riley concourse down there. Again, the Omaha room occupied by our friends from Van Vliet Meats tonight. The Gillot home team out in the TNT Builders Party Deck. Samaritan Health Services here in section 6 through 8. They're one of the presenting sponsors of the fireworks to come here tonight. Mikey Kane takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. The Raptors have left 7 men on base. They've had somebody on in every inning. Weiss trying to avoid that. The 1-1 pitch just misses for ball 2, 2-1. Pretty tight administration. Austin Cavanis next. Weiss to the plate. The 2-1 pitch hit high in the air to left and playable. Briley Knight started back. Now he moves in, makes the catch. And Sean Weiss has the first 1-2-3 inning of the game. It comes in the 8th. The Knights will try to come up in the bottom half. Spencer Scott, Logan Johnstone, and Jonah Advincula, the scheduled hitters. And Joe Schwab, in his Raptors debut, goes to the mound with what we hope will be a complete game effort for him. Certainly don't want to see a bottom of the 9th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights 1 and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of new world creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soup, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com. ClinchingChiropractic.com.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe Radio.
A rare bid in this league or any of these days, a bid for a complete game, but we'll see if Joe Schwab will be able to see this thing through. 1-0 Knights. Bottom of the 8th inning, Spencer Scott swings at a 1-0 pitch and laces it into left center field. Base hit. Spencer getting his second hit of the night. We'll see a runner for Spencer Scott. And it's Victor Quinn. This is his outcome. Victor Quinn to get into the ball game, and he will play tomorrow in Ridgefield. He might pitch, he might pinch run, he might pinch hit, he might play one batter in the outfield, but he needs one more game to become eligible for the playoffs next week. So he is thrust into a big situation here as a pinch runner. In the bottom of the 8th for Spencer Scott, Logan Johnstone the batter. Logan not bunting against Joe Schwab, making a bid for a complete game. And now that's it for Quinn. He got one pitch and had his true outcome. A pinch runner for one pitch. That's all he needs to be officially entered into the scorebook. That's an appearance. He needs 5 in the regular season before the playoffs. That was his 4th. So that's the special master might call that a circumvention of the rule about appearances, but technically to the letter, it's okay. And so now the Knights have another pinch runner on. And that's Ethan Lovelace running for Victor Quinn. No balls and a strike, meanwhile, to Logan Johnstone. Joe Schwab has gone all the way. Tremendous performance by Joe in his Raptors debut. 1-0 Knights, bottom of the 8th. Logan bunts, foul. And now he's in a hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Bringing her Lynn Benton Community College volleyball team here as well. So a great crowd of a tremendous variety in it. The strike 2 pitch to Johnstone, grounded into right field, base hit. Lovelace hesitated, but now he's on his way to third, and he will get there. Ethan Lovelace was a little bit late in picking up Brooke Knight, but was able to motor all the way to third. He's got good speed. And so the Knights, in their bid to get some insurance, are very close to it now. Logan Johnstone, a base hit to right, his second hit of the night. Ethan Lovelace goes to third. No coach has come out of the dugout, no pitching coach. There has been no visit the entire game tonight for either coach. We've seen no visit by the Knights. We've seen no visit by the coaching staff for Ridgefield, and that is a true rarity. It's a players-only meeting again at the mound with runners at the corners and 1 out. Brooke Knight does take a moment to visit with his hitter, Jonah Advincula. Ethan Lovelace at third base. Logan Johnstone at first. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1-0 Knights. Advincula, after conferring with head coach Brooke Knight, comes to the plate, having grounded to second, grounded to third, and had a bunt single. The infield not all the way in for the Raptors, a little more than halfway, couple of steps off the green, up the middle. The pitch to Jonah, a breaking ball strike from Joe Schwab, who has gone all the way. What a gritty performance by a young man making his Ridgefield Raptors debut, and made it a brilliant performance. The left-hander with runners at the corners delivers a ground ball slowly to second. They'll go to second for one, and that's all. And coming down the line to score is Ethan Lovelace. On the fielder's choice, 4-6. The Knights lead it 2-0. An RBI for Jonah, who is now on base. Logan Johnstone erased on the fielder's choice. And that brings to the plate Tyler Quinn. Tyler out of Jesuit High School in Portland and on the University of Puget Sound roster has acquitted himself magnificently tonight here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Would hope that he has family that's been able to make the trip from the Rose City down here to watch him at work. He misses to Tyler, ball one. 2-0 Knights in the eighth. The 1-0 pitch misses high. Ball two, 2-0. There is a right-hander playing catch in the bullpen for Ridgefield. Schwab is getting closer to a complete game. It would be the only one I've seen all summer in this league. And maybe the only one in baseball in 2022 at any level. It's a lost art, to be sure. 2-0 pitch, a check swing strike, and now a full swing and a miss by Tyler to even the count at 2-2. Tyler has flied to center, lined to right, and fouled out to third. 2-0 Knights, bottom of the eighth inning. Jonah Advincula, the runner at first. Two pitch and hits Tyler Quinn. Briley Knight, the batter, another left-handed hitter, and that could allow Schwab to stay out there. And I'm not sure where Joe has summered here in 22. Victor Quinn, for example, spent most of his summer with the Medford Rogues. I imagine that Joe Schwab has been pitching elsewhere and getting this late opportunity with Ridgefield. But he has been brilliant tonight. He stays in and works Briley Knight for a strike. I think if the Knights had a right-handed hitter up, we would have seen a change. But Briley Knight, a left-handed hitter. Kiko Romero on deck, a left-handed hitter. The Knights have pushed a run across and looking for more. Briley takes a strike in the count 0-2. Briley 0 for 3 tonight. And Tyler Quinn at first with one out. 2-0 Knights, bottom of the eighth on a fireworks night before a sellout crowd. The strike two pitch is flailed out and missed. Strike three, kind of an aggressive tag made by Jacob Sharp. He didn't need to tag Briley, who was automatically out on the swing and miss, but just for good measure, he applies the tag. And now with two down, Kiko Romero, the batter. And again, because it's a left-on-left match, I think we see Joe Schwab stay on. And we are all hoping now that this is a complete game for Joe tonight, unless Romero can rock him out of the box with a base hit or a long home run. Time called. Out to the mound goes Jacob Sharp for a conversation with his battery mate. Runners at first and second with two down. Sort of winner of a Gillette Home Team prize, so congratulations to Nathan. Part of this big crowd, one name pulled out of 3,106. That's a lucky man. 2 on and 2 out. Kiko takes low, ball one, 1-0. When the Raptors bat in the ninth, the league's leading offense in many categories, featuring Austin Cavanis, Nate Kirkpatrick, and Alex Sepulveda against Sean Weiss. The 1-0 pitch to Kiko, hit foul into the entry area of Goss Stadium at Coleman Field in front of the bicycle rack. That's the first time all evening that a baseball has found its way there. And the Urchins, who haven't had much to do here of late, are still on it. Urchin Alley is always busy. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on and 2 out. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Knights. Schwab delivers. Romero takes outside. Ball 2, 2-1. If Romero gets on, if he extends the inning somehow, that would be the end of the line with the right-hand hitting Stafford due up. Joe Schwab has pitched a wonderful ball game. He's down 2-0 in the 8th. 2 on and 2 out. The lefty's 2-1 pitch. Rope to right field. Base hit. Coming round the third base and scoring easily is Jonah Advincula. Into third base goes Tyler Quinn. Romero, a long single to right. The Knights. And we are not going to get to see the complete game with the right-hand hitter Ryan Stafford coming to the plate. We'll see him move to the bullpen here. But Joe Schwab deserves a nice round of applause from the Corvallis Knights fans that are here. He pitched his heart out tonight in his only game with the Raptors all summer. Schwab was 1 out away from what could have been a complete game. Great effort by Joe. He turns the game over to a right-hander coming in out of the bullpen to face Ryan Stafford. With runners at the corners and 2 outs, the Knights have scored 2 in the inning. Jacob Kokenney, a right-hander coming in. We will take a 2-minute pitching change break in the bottom of the 8th. 3-0 Corvallis, back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. On Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene, Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound.
When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding?
I'll do it, but not today.
I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental. They'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today.
Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence. Don't just dress for where you are, dress for where you want to be. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on the west end of First Avenue in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
1240 Joe Radio.
Jacob Kokenney with runners at first and third and 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning, with the Knights having pushed 2 runs across to garner some valuable insurance to take with them to the 9th, leading 3-0. Kokenney works Ryan Stafford high and inside. 1-0 the count. Tyler Quinn at third, Kiko Romero at first. The 1-0 breaking ball misses low and in, ball 2. 2-0 to Stafford, who was 0 for 3, popped to second, grounded to short, and flied to center. 3-0 Knights in the 8th, giving Sean Weiss and company a little cushion going to the top of the 9th inning. Kokenney from the stretch. Jacobs' 2-0 pitch way inside and high over the head, in fact, of Ryan Stafford. to run the count full to 3 balls and no strikes. I've been trying to hail Matt Flood here a couple of times tonight. Come on in back here. I'll talk to you during the half-inning break. 3 ball. No, he's fine. 3 balls and no strikes. Stay there. You're fine. I'll talk to him between the 3-0 pitches, ball 4. And that'll bring Brady Lavoie to the plate against Kilkenny here in the top of the 9th inning. Young man Matt Flood, who I haven't seen for a long time, and good to see him here. I just want to get an update on what's going on with his life. So I hailed him, and he has come up to say hello, and we'll talk to him between innings. Kilkenny getting the baseball for the 12th time this summer for the Raptors. 22 1/3 innings, 24 hits, 10 walks, 19 strikeouts, a record of 2-0 with a save, an ERA of 4.43 out of San Diego Christian College, Cupertino, California. And his first pitch hits Brady Lavoie. Now back-to-back free passes, and the Knights lead it 4-0 with Tyler Quinn coming down the line to score. Brady Lavoie gets his second RBI of the night, and that brings to the plate Mason Lee. And if the Knights can find a way to hold on to this lead, and they're up 4-0 now in the bottom of the 8th. Bases loaded, 2 down. Lee 0 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch to Mason is in there for a strike. That eliminates Ridgefield from having any shot to be the team the Knights play. This would ensure a Ridgefield-Portland Pickles first-round matchup. Portland would have the home field advantage, and the Knights would play either at Bend or at Yakima Valley next Tuesday. The pitch is a soft line drive into the mitt of the first baseman, Safea Mawai, who grabs it to retire the side. But a huge inning for the Knights. They get 3, they leave 3, but adding the 3, they lead by 4, going to the top of the 9th inning, trying to snap the 2-game losing streak. At the end of 8, the Knights 4 and Ridgefield nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
When you think of Albin's, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
There goes Matt. Matt Flood. We go to the top of the 9th inning, 4-0. Sean Weiss now will try to bring it home, and his first pitch missing inside ball 1 on this warm, beautiful Saturday evening. 4 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Knights. No runs, 4 hits, an error for Ridgefield. The first pitch from Weiss to Cavanis misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball to second. Mason Lee picks it up. Throws to Kiko Romero. 1 away. Drawing us ever closer to the commencement of the second fireworks extravaganza for the summer of 2022. The last one occurred on July 3rd, presented by our friends at Oregon State Credit Union. the official credit union of Corvallis Knights baseball. If you live or work in one of 24 Western or Central Oregon counties, then you're entitled to the full financial services of Oregon State Credit Union, investing in all of our communities and dedicated to creating financial solutions toward making local lives better. Cy Steele hits for Nate Kirkpatrick, and Cy takes the first pitch, a little bit high from Sean Weiss. Ball 1-0. Top of the ninth inning. The Knights now in front 4-0. A little bit of the pressure taken off. A line drive to center field, though, from Cy Steele. Racing in is Advincula. He'll have to play it on a hop. A base hit for Cy Steele here in the top of the ninth inning. And Alex Sepulveda is the scheduled hitter. Now we may see a runner, and we will, with Coach Cota getting a pinch runner into the ball game. Spencer Siegel is the runner. And Alex Sepulveda, who ripped a double on the first pitch that he saw from Neil Feist in the seventh, steps in for his second at-bat of the evening, and he hits one into Urchin Alley to our right. No balls and a strike. Top of the ninth, 4-0 Corvallis. Cy Steele with the pinch hit. Spencer Siegel, the pinch runner. Weiss delivers, swung on and missed by Sepulveda. 0-2 to Alex. Sean looking for a save tonight. He comes back to the plate, and he's an out away from it. Swung on and missed. Strike three, 2 down. Sepulveda going down swinging, and the Knights are an out away from snapping the losing streak at 2 games. Spencer Siegel, the pinch runner at first, will not be held on by Kiko Romero, who will play deep with the left-hand hitting Sukata. Spencer out of Portland Christian High School and San Diego Christian College. Sukata, a bunt, a good one. Weiss comes off, bare hands throws, not in time. A bunt single for Sukata, and a very intelligent play on Jake's part, because down 4 runs, you got to get a little bit more traffic to give yourself a shot at the one big swing, and they've got the guy they want for that on deck. And the on-deck batter, in this case, Jacob Sharp, would represent the tying run. So a bunt single, Henry Mensch trying to give Sharp an opportunity. Well-placed bunt by Sukata. Henry Mensch, the batter, he swings and lifts one foul to the right and into Urchin Alley off of the light standard, but the ball stays in the alley over to the right. No balls and 1 strike to Henry, who has singled to center, struck out, grounded into a double play, and popped to second. 4-0 Knights, top of the ninth inning, but 2 hits in the inning, keeping hope alive for Ridgefield. Sean strike 1 pitch, a little bit high to Henry, 1-1 the count. And if Mensch gets on, then the one guy who could really do damage, the West Coast League leader in homers, would get a chance. So Henry Mensch just trying to get their guy, their horse, their big stick to the plate. That's Jacob Sharp next. The pitch on the way, lifted foul off to the right, out of play. And on the other hand, of course, Sean Weiss is looking to end the game right here and get this big crowd, which has come for baseball and fireworks, ever closer to the ladder. Sean Weiss 5-0, a strike away from his 5th save to go with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on and 2 out. Top of the ninth, 4-0 Corvallis. Sean trying to end it here. The lefty to the plate. The 1-2 pitch. A line drive caught at shortstop by Timo Becerra, and the ball game is over, and the Corvallis Knights snap the losing streak at 2. They defeat the Ridgefield Raptors 4-0 before a crowd of 3,106. A good ball game. Well pitched by both teams. Joe Schwab came within an out of a complete game for the visiting Raptors, and the Knights get excellent work, clutch pitching from Duke Brotherton, Neil Feist, and Sean Weiss, who gets his 5th save. So the Knights do a tremendous job in snapping the losing streak at 2, and they know now that they will play either Yakima Valley or Bend on Tuesday in the first round of the playoffs on the road, either in Yakima or Bend. Ridgefield and Portland locked in, so this may not be the last of the Raptors and the Knights here, nor will it be the last in the regular season. One more time tomorrow will be coming to you from the Rourke in Ridgefield, a 1 o'clock game with yours truly on the call. Look forward to the trip up the road tomorrow. The fireworks will be starting shortly, presented by Pioneer Connect and Samaritan Health Services. And a nice job by the Knights to get 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to ease their task in the 9th. And they win it 4-0. 4 runs, 7 hits and an error. No runs, 6 hits and an error for Ridgefield. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we hope the next time we see you here at the ballpark, you'll have your playoff tickets ready to go. The Knights will be back here Wednesday against somebody. And we're not sure whom it's going to be, but we look forward to seeing you for Pioneer Connect playoff baseball for the Corvallis Knights for a 15th consecutive summer. The Knights won it tonight. Brady Lavoie, our Washington Park Advisors player of the game for his homer and 2 runs batted in. Our final score, the Knights 4 and Ridgefield 0. Talk to you tomorrow from Ridgefield, Washington, right here on 1240